Minnesota High School Girls Volleyball. Section final week, and tonight a semifinal matchup in Section 5 4A. The Champlin Park Rebels taking on the Maple Grove Crimson. From Maple Grove High School, John Jacobson and Andy Gugersberg with you. And Andy, what a terrific season it's been for Maple Grove. The top seed in this section, first time they've ever been the number one seed, first time they've hosted the semifinals, school record 27 wins and on. But they're definitely the favorite, but it won't be easy to win either tonight or on Thursday night if they should win this evening.
Absolutely true. This section is stacked. You know, for years it was Wayzata's. We had last year, we finally had that Champlin Park team come back through. This is the deepest I've seen this section in a long time. I've been covering a lot of matches. Maple Grove at one point, the number one team in Class 4A, and depending on who you ask, the number one team in the state regardless. These girls came to play.
Champlin Park 22-8 on the season. Of course, defending section champion Andy, state runner-up a year ago. Different teams we talked about during the regular season, but still a lot of girls who got varsity time last year. Although not all seniors, still an experienced group, and they're really going to challenge the Crimson tonight. Lost to Maple Grove in 4 during the season.
Yeah, that regular season match wasn't a great indicator of what Champlin Park is able to do. I watched the Rebels multiple times at different tournaments throughout the year. I was able to cover all 3 tournaments they played in, and they battle against some of the best teams. It brings out the best in them, and I'm excited to see what the Rebels bring for us tonight.
Let's look at our key players, starting with Champlin Park. Lucy Howe has had a really good season for them, the junior, second on the team in kills, leads in total blocks, really good all-around player and a player that can get it done at the net.
Absolutely true. She's a workhorse. You know, when you talk about somebody playing that middle blocker position, you look for somebody that can travel the net horizontally, get her hands in the way, slow a lot of people down, and then she's able to get off the net and get back in and get available. She is a two-way threat, which isn't often you see that at a middle blocker position.
For Maple Grove, we'll look at one of the players who'll lead on defense, passing. McKinley Hartle, really good libero, and it's you need those players, right, to set up your hitters. That first contact is always so important.
You know, you talk about what Hartle can do for this team. Not only is she a fantastic splashy defender, her ability to cover about 85% in serve receive really allows those pin hitters to get out and get on their routes early. She is the anchor for this defense. And when things go sideways, she's the voice we'll hear all the way up there, getting everybody back where they need to be. True leader on the court.
The second semifinal is Wayzata and Rogers. And Andy, as much as we like the state tournament in downtown St. Paul, this section semifinal and final week is as exciting as any week in volleyball, I think, in the state.
Absolutely true. You know, we talk about it throughout the entire year that it isn't necessarily the 8 best teams at the state tournament. You got 4 of the top 10, in my opinion, in this building tonight. We're going to see some great semifinal action. Battle tested by the time they get to the section final, and then whichever team represents going down to St. Paul is a battle tested favorite in my opinion.
And we have both of them for you tonight on CCX. First semifinal up next, Champlin Park Maple Grove on CCX after this.
For 90 years, Connection has been at the heart of everything they do at Topline Financial Credit Union. Their team is passionate about connecting with you to help you reach your financial dreams. For some, they're here for your first, like your first checking account, first car, or first home. For others, they're here for those next steps, whether it's remodeling your home, saving for retirement, or starting a small business. Become a Topline member and let them be a part of your big moments. Visit toplinecu.com because connected, we all do better. Federally insured with the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Welcome back on this Tuesday, late afternoon, to Maple Grove High School, Champlin Park, Maple Grove. First of 2 semifinals here in Section 5 4A. John Jacobson with Andy Gugersberg, and what a terrific night of volleyball this is going to be, I think.
I'm beyond excited. It's, you know, we started this journey back in the middle of August. They had tryouts. They had to send some kids home with some cuts, and then the season started as we're celebrating Dig Pink Night tonight, it looks like, in the Maple Grove student section, and DC Brown rocking a wonderful pink shirt as well. You know, we started, and there was a lot of hubbub about who was going to end up where, and this Maple Grove team stuck out early. Champlin Park was not on anybody's radar in August. They had a great tournament down in Marshall. They had a great tournament in Lakeville, And we'll take a look at the starters here.
Champlin Park will get us started. Bryn Bellison with the first serve of the night. And goes out for a Maple Grove point. Hopefully not an omen for the Rebels. You can miss on your first serve from 1-0 Maple Grove.
Seems to shrug it off and get ready. Should be good to go.
First serve of the night for Maple Grove. Attack here. Goes long, and it's 2-0. Well, it was tipped by Maple Grove. It is 1-1. Hardo gets the pass, the set. Oh, and a great block. There's Lucy Howe. We talked about her in the pregame, along with Riley Tilke getting up and blocking the big swing from Casey Schulte.
Yeah, Schulte is going to get about 75 sets this match. Great read on a commit block there, hands across, and the coverage a little tight.
Overpass here, tapped down, but picked up there by Bottomaw, and this one will drop. It falls between Riley Inman and Bryn Bellison for a Crimson point. It's 2-2. Off of Bellison to the net, and that'll go as an ace.
Early on, there tends to be some nerves. Serve and serve receive tend to find a flow about halfway through set 2 in these matches as the pressure turns up.
Avery Quam, the junior, this time puts this one into the net, and we're tied up at 3. Riley Inman back to serve for the Rebels. Set to the middle, Schulte attacking. Champlin Park gets a piece of it. And then the swing from the middle of Howe puts it away. Leads the team in hitting percentage among their regulars.
Take a look at this. It's a hang. They put it a little higher. Maple Grove going to solo block her. She's going to eat all day.
Schulte cross court for the kill. What a terrific season she has had for Maple Grove.
Yeah.
Still a year to go for her, and could be the best player this program's ever had.
She's done some really neat things. She is without a doubt the MVP of this squad. As she goes, so does the team.
Addison Chung serving. Quick back set and hit across at the point. It's another kill for Howe. She's got a couple early, her team back in front, and now she's back to serve. Off of Hardold, Schulte picks it up in the back row, and pushed over. Middle set, tapped across by Kyra Bellison, and this one out. Point Champlin Park. 6-4. First 2-point lead of the night.
Yeah, Kyra Bellison isn't going to hammer a ball home, but she scores almost every time she gets set.
Serve into the net by Howe at 6-5. Schulte back to serve. Back row handled by Inman, set across, and a good cross-court kill. Swing and kill for a point. Get it again, they get the ball to Magnum.
Yeah, really good swing into the 5-6.
And this one swung wide and out by Maple Grove. A couple hitting errors early for the Crimson, and they trail now by 3 at 8-5. Serve is long. 8-6. Hartle back to serve for the first time tonight. Spins it and delivers the ball to Inman. Tap across. And then pushed over by Emberger for Maple Grove. A swing block and a Maple Grove point. Quam gets the kill. Set outside, ball hit across, tipped by Maple Grove and out. Kill for the Rebels and for Tessa Magnan. 9-7 Champlin Park.
Magnan, a really nice job there as a block commit was in front of her. She found the edge of the block. That was intentional to throw it off the edge there.
Ball set to the middle. Schulte attacks and scores.
It's a downhill swing from the junior there. Arizona State got a good one here. We'll take another look at it. One block, she goes around the outside of it. Found Magnan directly behind the block. If she shifts one side or the other, we got a shot. But the way Hartle can swing, it's hard to get in front of it all the time.
Amanda Swears back to serve. Swing from the middle.
Ackerson?
Yeah, point for Champlin Park.
Was that Tilke?
Kill for Tilke.
There we go.
Bryn Bellison serving. 10-8 Rebels. Swears runs this ball down, pushed across. Bryn Bellison on the other side picked it up. Over. He had a player in the net on Maple Grove. Point for the Rebels. Well, we're going to get the point anyway, but confirmed. 11-8. No, and off of Hartle goes an ace for Bryn Bellison.
That is uncommon. Hartle very, very strong in serve reception. Just didn't get her feet to that ball.
Swears will put it to the middle and crossed by Daniels. And cross court, a little tip there by Magnan for the point.
It's a really smart cut shot there. Little hang double block there, and she takes it sharp cross.
And Daniels can't run that one down. 14-8. Champlin Park will get a timeout for Maple Grove.
Yeah, unexpected right now for the Crimson. They were not expecting this score this early, and it all goes back to serve and pass. If they can't handle the first ball, then they can't run their entire offense. They're going to set Schulte out of system a lot of balls, but if the block's able to set up for Champlin Park, then Champlin Park can dig that ball and run their offense in transition. Right now, there needs to be a little better, a little cleaner first touch, and it felt like those last 2 points at least, Maple Grove had some communication laps as well. A little early communication, talking about who's going to take what ball and where we're going next. Take a look at DC there, turning things over. And then inside the Champlin Park huddle, all three of those voices have been in that huddle for the last 5 or 6 years. They weren't running the show, though, and this Champlin Park team has really done some nice things as we take a look at their two assistant coaches there. That's Bailey and Axness, I believe.
And there's Amy Fonuti, first year as head coach, was the 9A coach last year and had coached as an assistant to John Yunker in the last decade during those state tournament teams, 2014 to 2017, the Sidney Hilly years, and back with the program last year and now takes over this year as John moved down to Lakeville. Out of the timeout, early point here for Maple Grove. Off to the air by the Rebels. And Grove trying to get their offense on track here. Outside, Schulte had to back up on that ball, and all she could do is push it over. Swing from the middle, and there's a kill. We'll see how another kill. A good first set so far for number 2.
It's at least 4, I feel.
Yeah. With Mia Kern serving. And a little too strong on that swing from Quam. Or excuse me, from Bamba. Point for Champlin Park. Now they lead by 7. Set outside. Schulte off hands. They need a run here, though. 16-10. Trailing by 6. The number 1 seed here in set 1. That one will crawl over the net and go down for an ace. Look at the serve again from Avery Quam.
Just
tape and
catches
down.
tape. That's almost impossible to defend. You kind of golf clap for the serve and get ready to pass the next ball.
This one too strong. Missed by a ball out. 17-11. Outside, Schulte again gets on top of that ball.
Pretty fluid swing there. Take a look at this one again. Good set off the back foot, and there you see into the seam. The right side block decided to take away line. Middle block didn't quite close. Chung to serve.
Left side, tipped over by Inman. Swing, and Schulte too strong here. Excuse me, Magnan on the other side for Champlin Park. And a hitting error again for the Crimson. 6-point lead, how to serve. Chung setting, and there's the big lefty swing. Alexander Emberger with the kill.
Like that swing from Emberger there on the left side as a left-handed athlete. It's not common we see those, but Chung able to get that ball nice and out to the pin for her.
Schulte spins it across. A little miscommunication there for the Rebels, and that was messed up from the start.
I don't think you want to let this one get tied. I think they get one more here. We get a timeout from the Rebels.
Quick set to the middle. Touch past the block by Kyra Bellison for the point.
Bellison, such good vision, both on her block and also on her attack. Like we talked about earlier, she doesn't have that bang it through the floorboard, but she will find a corner every time.
Second kill for her in this set. Ball tight to the net and pushed across. Back set and over the net. Left side swing down the line, picked up by Chung. Emberger swings and gets the kill.
Emberger looks real comfy over there on the right side there. That's an uncomfortable ball she just got over her shoulder here. We'll take a look. That's a tough angle for her to play, but she's able to find the edge of the block of Magnan there and score it.
One out, point. Champlin Park there at 20. 20-15, Magnan back to serve. Oh, let's play on the initial pass, and that cost Maple Grove another point. It's a 21-15 now, Rebels.
All the little things not quite being polished right now for the Crimson.
Back set by Chung, swinging, another kill for Emberger. Now it's Emberger has brought her game here. Senior makes it 21-16. Serve here from Swears. Tight to the front row, set outside, and back into the net. Off the block, and then tipped over by Inman. Hartle getting it, pushed across, and over by Bonema. There's the swing. Chilke got picked up nicely by Swears. Daniels with the attack, handled by Champlin Park. Bellison over. Swears gets that. Hartle. Now, and Bonema gets blocked, but it's out. And it's a point on that long rally for the Crimson.
Yeah, the block can be your friend there, and Bonema finds it exactly the way you want to. Find an outside edge, get them looking at you, and then score the point. Impossible to pick up that defense.
Still not much room for error here for Maple Grove late in the set as far as the scoreboard's concerned. 21-17. Daniels swings. Sent back. Bonema got a piece of it. And then Quam's hit is long. And it's 22-17. Bryn Bellison. Line drive serve, overpass. Picked up by Inman. They go back to her.
Wow.
And she delivers. Riley Inman, 258 kills on the season coming in. That leads the team. Another timeout for Maple Grove. Look at it again.
Just gave her line, and she took full advantage of it. Inman, unassuming. You look. She's not the kid that when you get off the bus you're going to worry about, but her arm is so fast. Her vision is so good. She's able to get that ball down the line and off the setter's shoulder in a hurry. Really been fun to watch Riley develop her game over the last year here, from being the other kid with Gilk last year to being kind of a featured attacker here. Looking at Maple Grove as we're taking a look at their huddle, I see Nysa Allen still recovering from an injury. She's a kid they really missed this year. They did a great job in the middle with what they had, but she's a difference maker. When she gets back next year, this team's going to go to a whole nother level.
I mentioned this during the regular season matchup we did between these two teams at Champlin Park. You look at the roster for these teams, Andy. Most of these girls are back next year too.
Yep.
On both sides.
Yeah. It's a small senior class on the court right now for both teams, so it'll be exciting. We may be looking at a final next year.
DC Brown's second year as head coach here at Maple Grove. Trying to coach the Crimson to a first ever program state tournament appearance, but trailing here in the first set of the semifinal against Champlin Park. You see Schulte with one more up on the board for the Crimson.
They're not quite in set Casey every ball mode, but it'll happen at some point this match.
Serve from Tess Schuler. Left side swing, but out on the hit from Inman. So a couple in a row out of the timeout for Maple Grove. Within 4, 23-19.
I feel like I've been talking about Schuler for about 5 years. I feel like she's been on this varsity squad for a while.
It's only a junior.
Right.
Tip from the middle, and that one off of Swears and out. Now it's set point. At 24-19, now still set point, and now 24-20 on the missed serve. Four-point game. Quam serving. Outside trying to put it away, and they do. Ball set to Tilke. She gets the kill. And set one goes to 4th seed Champlin Park. They win it, Andy, 25-20.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a shock to see how they came out, but they just played clean volleyball for the entire set, never wavered, would make an error here or there, but at the end of the day, everything just got calm. As we see the assistant coaches talking to freshman libero Bryn Bellison on the other side, that's the face that I needed to see from Schulte. When she's still smiling and still jawing a little bit, she's going to be just fine. I've seen her go off the other end. Their season opener, they played Chanhassen, and in set 3, she made like 17 errors, it felt like. And halfway through, she didn't have that face anymore. She's grown up a lot as an athlete, as a human, as a competitor, and you can see it right there. We have she has the team. They're all locked in, ready to hear what she has to say.
We'll take a break. Set 2 on the way. Champlin Park wins the first one, 25-20. More Section 5 4A volleyball on CCX and NSPN TV after this.
For 90 years, Connection has been at the heart of everything they do at Topline Financial Credit Union. Their team is passionate about connecting with you to help you reach your financial dreams. For some, they're here for your first, like your first checking account, first car, or first home. For others, they're here for those next steps, whether it's remodeling your home, saving for retirement, or starting a small business. Become a Topline member and let them be a part of your big moments. Visit toplinecu.com because connected, we all do better. Federally insured with the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
We are back at Maple Grove High School. Champlin Park, number 4 seed, takes the first set over the top seed Crimson, 25-20. Good student section representation on both sides. The Rebels fans down to our right as we are sitting and facing the court, and the Maple Grove fans to our left.
Yeah, it's weird having this match here. This is the first time they're the 1 seed, right? The first time we've had it here.
We're used to being at Wayzata or Champlin Park, right?
Yeah, and how many years do we have to go back before it was one of those two? I feel that's as maybe Osseo, like back when Bill was still coaching, maybe? That's how long ago we'd have to go back. Wow.
Underway, and set 2, first serve is long. Yeah, the first point.
Well, it was a good omen for Champlin Park.
Right, yes. The missed serve to start did not hurt the Rebels, so maybe it won't hurt Maple Grove here to start set 2. Ball in the middle, tipped over, and there's the point. Quam with the kill, and it's 1-1. Well, you go back a decade, Andy. How many years did we go to Anoka High School for the section final, the neutral site?
Oh, man, that's right. I was part of Super Section Saturday. That was my favorite day of the year.
You traveled all over the metro.
We would get to 4 different matches during the day.
Crazy.
Yes.
Quick set in the middle. There's Howe attacking and scoring the point. Champlin Park up 2-1.
Did you tell her she was our key player? Because she is for sure playing like it. That's a certainty, man.
Second semi still to come tonight on CCX and NSPN. That's Wayzata and Rogers. Winner of this match, winner of that one will meet Thursday at 7 p.m. at neutral site Osseo High School. 3-1 Champlin Park here in the second set. Riley Inman to serve. Higher of the front row. Swears trying to get it in. That ball into the net off Avery Roll. It's not well played by Maple Grove to start, and it's 4-1. Inman again. Sails that one over. That was a line drive. I think Harda was wondering, is that going to go in or out? Played it, but a little late to the ball, and goes as an ace, and it's 5-1.
Yeah, lack of commitment there, and now we've got some communication happening. How are we going to defend that sideline? Good move.
Ball run down to the middle and pushed over by Schuler. Gives Maple Grove or Champlin Park a chance to set up their offense, but Maple Grove was ready for it. Schulte tried to push it over and couldn't. That gets blocked. It's Howe at the net again. Rebels fans excited. It's 6-1.
Take a look at this. It's a bit of a trap set. She couldn't get there with her right hand, has to crack at it with her left, and it goes right into the block. Some people waiting, causing some problems.
Olivia Morris in the match for the first time. Number 41 gets the quick set here and the kill. Nice job by Morris. Gets into the set for all of about 5 seconds. And then gets the quick set to roll for the kill. That's 6-2.
DC Brown looking like a genius right there.
It's a right player in at the right spot. Addie Chung back to serve. Line driver, Bryn Bellison handled it though. Middle attack, ball at the net, and Howe another kill.
Howe's playing pretty special volleyball right now. Matches up with Schulte there and wins the joust at the net.
7-2, Howe serving. Tip over, oh great play. The net by Schuler gets the point for Maple Grove.
Yeah, back row attack on Chung there actually.
Oh.
Take a look. You see Chung, she's in
Chung,
the back row.
Yeah.
Goes up to try and save it. Ball goes across. That is a point for Champlin Park.
Chung with the set here. Back set. And a block. Another point for Champlin Park. This time it's Magnan getting up and blocking the Schulte attack.
Good
9-2.
there. Magnan and Bellison closing the door there.
Howe's ready now, delivers the serve. That's an easy tap at the net on the overpass. Another kill for Kyra Bellison. It's 10-2.
DC Brown not quite sure what to do here.
Howe, another good serve. Back set, Schulte across, picked up by Howe. Scramble, but pushed across by Tilke. Chung set. Quick set middle, over by Bellison. Good pickup by Hartle. Hamburger swings and gets the kill. And a couple of nice points in the first set. See if she can help pull Maple Grove out of this early slump in set 2. Schulte serves. He gets an ace. 10-4. Back row handled by Inman. Right side, Tilke over, off of Schulte and down.
It's a great swing from the right side into the deep 6. Good vision to find a hole in the block. Well placed.
Tilke, still a couple of years left in her varsity career, just a sophomore. Hamburger swings, good pickup, back row. And Hamburger getting up and gets the block on that ball. (11-5).
Take another quick look at this. High ball outside. It's a bit of a trap again. Good vision to get your hands across and maintain.
And a tough play there for Magna to be able to score on that one. Hartle puts the ball in the middle. Chung with the set. Schulte going downhill, but a great pickup by Champlin Park. Daniels swings. Bellison over, picked up by Schulte, back row. Hartle on the floor, over by Daniels. Kern sets the ball across. Great pickup by Schulte, keeps this one alive. Daniels again. A great defense by Champlin Park, but that one didn't get all the way to the net, and finally the point for Maple Grove.
Longest rally of the match, and it might be a swing as we see Chung's mother, Megan, there. Shout out to Grandma Jeannie back home. I've known Megan since she was her daughter's age. It's fine, John.
Really?
It's absolutely
All right.
fine.
Tip at the net. Picked up by Amberger. Chung back to Amberger, and the lefty swings and connects again.
Take a look at this one here. Good back set here. Through the block and down. Good aggressive rip.
All tipped at the net, and an easy tap over by Quam. It was 10-2. It's now 11-8. 6-1 run from Maple Grove. Timeout, Champlin Park.
Waiting for that one to come there. Maple Grove catching fire here halfway through set 2. Everybody smiling on the side of the Crimson.
You got to be 10-2, and thought maybe timeout for Maple Grove. Didn't happen. DC let his kids play through it, and here they are now back to within 3.
I'll tell you, I've been so impressed with DC Brown over the last handful of years, getting to know him through the club circuit and his varsity coaching experience here at Maple Grove. He really gets a feel for his athletes. You'll never see him lose his mind at a ref or at a player. It's always just a smile and a, hey guys, let's do this one thing just a little bit better. Kids love playing for him. Everybody I've ever talked to that's played for him has really enjoyed their experience. There we see another just absolute legend in the game. Hall of Fame coach Scott Jackson had a stretch of state championships. That was really fun to watch. A little bit of a rebuild last year. This year they came in really underrated. And again, Scott Jackson just able to chip away, has his kids playing really good volleyball right now.
I'll go against Rogers in the nightcap here tonight at Maple Grove.
They still exist, John. Double contact still exists because the ball came across the net. They've gotten rid of it on the same side, but this is a double that goes across.
So it's 11-9 with Hartle serving again. Tough ball for Kern. Ritchie able to get the set. The ball is long and no tip. Another Crimson point. 11-10. Hartle to the back row. The ball pick up and tipped across, and there's a point for Champlin Park. They end the run, make it 12-10. Nice little tip by Magnan.
You got to try a variety of different shots before you find one that works, and that one did for Magnan.
Magnan, who is one of the seniors that's playing tonight. We talked about all the underclassmen, but she is a senior last season of prep volleyball. And here's a kill for Inman. 13-10.
Inman just steady. Nothing too flashy, just puts the ball where it needs to go.
Back set, Amberger into the net this time. Champlin Park able to maybe fight off that rally from Maple Grove. Their feet under them, and now back up by 4. Chung to the middle. Quam got it for a point. Tipped by Champlin Park.
Again, you just swing into the edge of a block. It's hard to defend. A lot of times young athletes are afraid of that block. Not the case with this Maple Grove middle blockers.
Swears, a little mishandled by Tilke initially, but Champlin Park rallied. Daniels, tip over by Bellison, and the kill for Kyra Bellison. That was kind of a mess from the start on both sides.
Yeah, it wasn't clean volleyball, but as they say, nobody cares how, they just care how many. Bellison will take that one, take a seat on the bench, get a little coaching there from Al Axness, and away we go.
Younger sister, Bryn Bellison, just a freshman, serving here. And looks like Quam was into the net. 15-11 Rebels. Excuse me, 16. And then one that goes to Maple Grove off the service error by Bellison, but still 4-point Rebels lead. Tess Schuler to serve. Back set, tip across. A little scramble for Maple Grove. Can't get it back. Rebels point.
Crimson a little flat right now.
Yeah.
Not quite sure how to respond. They were not expecting to be in this situation, that's for certain.
One tight to the net. Here's Bellison pushing it back over. Bryn Bellison. Outside, Schulte gets blocked. Howe and Tilke, mostly Lucy Howe. She has had a terrific match.
Take another look at this one. You see it's a early commit, and Howe's left hand did the majority of the work there. Schulte thought she could drop it inside, but the left hand moved at the last second. That's a really good adjustment on the block, now followed by a missed serve.
18-13. Quam will go back to serve. Quick middle set. Put away by Inman.
Little hang there in the middle. We'll get another timeout here for Maple Grove. Inman all smiles as her team is up 19-13 here in set 2. Student section getting rolling. Everybody's excited. This is the type of volleyball we were expecting. It's pretty efficient. There's not a lot of what I would call dumb errors. The errors that are happening are errors. Like, to me, a block on the stat book is listed as a hitting error, but it's really just great defense. And even some of these passing errors are off of great serves. The hitting errors are either because they're into a block or trying to avoid a block too much. It's clean volleyball for the most part. The score doesn't dictate that things are even, but this match could turn on a dime here in a second. Take a look at DC here talking through what's happening with the Crimson. He just looks like he's a logical man right there. Like, there's no emotion. It's just information right now.
Remember last year's section final between these two, right? Maple Grove goes up 2-0.
Yeah.
Champlin Park comes back and wins the next 3. They're the team on the verge of going up 2-0 right now. But still some to go here in set 2. That one's going to help. Now goes an ace. Off of Hardo, up into the baskets area, up above, and trickles down. It's 20-13. Inman short serve here. Outside set to Schulte. Nice pickup by Bryn Bellison, and that one's outside the antenna. Tilke tried to keep it alive. Point. Maple Grove, kill for Schulte.
Schulte needed that one.
428 kills for her on the season coming into play tonight. And Daniels is second at 238 for the Crimson. That one sails long off the set from Chung. It's 21-14. Howe's been good from the service line. Delivers again.
Howe's done it from everywhere.
Yeah. 22-14. And this one gives it back on the service error. 22-15. Still Champlin Park with some room to play with here. Schulte delivers to the back row. Quick set by Kern. A little tip. They'll go back to Magnan. Second time, delivers. And a Maple Grove player in the net as well. It's 23-15.
Take a look at this swing again here. Good downhill swing. Ball would have been up by Schulte had it not been a net violation. Great read by her, but that is a fantastic swing.
Tilke serves. Her team 2 points away from winning set 2. Swing across, pick up by Bryn Bellison. Over, back row, Hartle saves it. And over by Daniels. Outside, swing across, and long on this one. Magnan couldn't connect again. Point for the Crimson, 23-16, Hartle serving. Kern sets it outside. Magnan, good pickup. Slide there by Chung, getting to the floor. Kern again outside to Magnan. Hartle keeps it alive after it went off Schulte, and then Daniels over. Kern trying to dump it over and does.
Ugly but effective.
24-16.
Kern in the front row, able to send that ball across. No jump from the Maple Grove block makes it 24-16.
Set point for the Rebels. Ball from the middle. Kwan handled back row. Kern goes. Oh, and that block on Inman. Keeps the Crimson alive. Emberger getting up. Closes to make it 24-17. Morris back in and will serve here. Left side tip. Daniels pick up. Morris will set it back across. Bonema. And that's a point.
Crimson chipping away here. Might not come back to win this set, but any momentum they can carry into set 3 is going to be very helpful. Some nervous fans.
Another Morris serve. Kern across, down the line, and there's another point and another set win for Champlin Park. Riley Inman closes it out.
Inman with the hammer to finish it. Champlin Park up 2-0, and as we talked about earlier, we had this last year in the section final. The difference being last year after going down 0-2, there was a handful of seniors that Champlin Park could lean into. We talked about it earlier. There's some benefits to having a lot of underclassmen. Not having a senior leader that can step up and step in here might be a difference maker for Maple Grove.
Great start for the Rebels. They're up 2-0. Take a timeout, come back. Third set on the way. More 5-4A volleyball from Maple Grove High School after this.
For 90 years, Connection has been at the heart of everything they do at Topline Financial Credit Union. Their team is passionate about connecting with you to help you reach your financial dreams. For some, they're here for your first, like your first checking account, first car, or first home. For others, they're here for those next steps, whether it's remodeling your home, saving for retirement, or starting a small business. Become a Topline member and let them be a part of your big moments. Visit toplinecu.com because connected, we all do better. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Thank you to our supporting sponsor, Scott's Lawn Care, serving homes and businesses of their neighbors in the Twin Cities West Metro area. Scott's Lawn Care team offers services ranging from weekly maintenance to complete redesign. Also, Scott's Lawn Care offers snow plowing services for the smallest residential lots to large commercial projects as well. Thank you, Scott's Lawn Care, for being a supporting sponsor of CCX Media.
Dr. Bart Becker, principal here at Maple Grove. A little concerned for his students right now, right? Then down the favorite in this section. Not out, but down 2-0 to Champlin Park.
Now, is that his Letterman jacket?
He wears it every time I see him. He's always got it on in games.
That's fantastic.
And guess who got a block to start set 3, Andy? You get one guess.
Oh, there she is. There she is. Starting a fan club, man. Starting a fan club.
This one will go out. Ace serve. Bryn Bellison has started Champlin Park out to a 2-0 lead here in the third set. Maple Grove just really struggling at times, Andy, in the serve receive. Not every point, but it's not been a smooth night overall. Outside here's Hannah Daniels attacking. Good pickup by Bryn Bellison. Swing across and a point for Inman. In contrast to Champlin Park, it seems like they've had very few errors on the back end. I mean, they're able to get that ball up for the most part tonight to Kern or whoever's setting the ball and get it to their hitters on a regular basis.
Yeah, there's a calmness in their serve receive that isn't happening for Maple Grove right now.
Back set, tipped over by Bonneman. Maple Grove on the board here in set 3. I mentioned the good student sections here tonight. Both of these programs still alive, both of these schools in football. Each of them will host games on Friday night. Champlin Park at home against Eden Prairie, and Maple Grove will host Eastridge on Friday.
When do those go neutral? That's got to be coming
next
up
week.
Next
is the state quarterfinals.
Okay.
Yeah. High seeds host this week, and then it goes to state next week. And Schulte with a kill. Back-to-back points for the Crimson, and it's 3-2. Float serve to the back row. Kern pushing it out, and there's a good tap over and kill for Riley Inman again. Inman's been solid tonight. We talked about how, but a lot of players in the silver and the navy have been good tonight. Kern now to serve. That's an ace. The sophomore setter makes it 5-2.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head here. Howe has been the showcase, but everybody has chipped in. There isn't a player that's been on this floor that doesn't have 2 or 3 points to her name here.
This time Kern a little long and makes it 5-3 on the missed serve. Quam with the serve. A dig by Bryn Bellison. Swing and across, and a point for Maple Grove. And it's, for Champlin Park for Howe. Makes it 6-3.
Concern starting to show up.
Morris set it all the way across. Schulte will tip this one. Champlin Park was ready for that. Morris up to Hartle. There's Schulte again, off hands. Rebels pick it up back row. Quick set to the middle. And a kill for Howe. They handle a couple of attacks from Schulte and then get it to their player of the night so far, Lucy Howe, and now it's 7-3.
Yeah, Schulte not able to find the floor right now, and it's causing some consternation for the entire Crimson squad.
Go to her again. Missed. Found the floor, but missed. Oh, did she get that in? That was in.
It was in, just barely
Okay,
from that side.
7-4. Chung serving, your team down by 3 here in the third set. Trailing 2-0. Swing left side. Point, Champlin Park. That's a Magnan with another kill. Makes it 8-4. Out of the back row. Chung, back set, Schulte.
Inman going to double check that hit did that hit the antenna?
called a point for Maple Grove.
Ball came down with some speed. We'll take a look at the replay here, see if we can find it. That looked like it caught the antenna to me. It did not. According to our officiating crew, there is no antenna fault, therefore, point to the Crimson.
8-5. Kern quick set in the middle, tipped over. Hit by Kyra Bellison there, and Daniels gets blocked, but out. Crimson point, they're back to within 2.
Brown looking for a rotation fault as the setter was leaving early on that serve. Attention being paid now by the R2 to make sure everybody's in line.
Kern back set, and the block. And a point from Maple Grove again. They're on a little bit of a roll here. And as I say, that was Avery roll. They got the point. That was not intentional.
I was about to give you the biggest round of applause I've ever handed out to an announcer. That was amazing.
And that one doesn't get to the setter Kern. And now Maple Grove has come back to tie it at 8. Timeout, Champlin Park.
Yeah, it needed to be called there as Amy is it Finati? Am I pronouncing that? Fonoti, recognizing that things aren't exactly as clean as they were.
Right.
And inside the Maple Grove, there's nothing different inside the Maple Grove huddle right now. It's the same stuff. As Wayzata got a bird's eye view, they'll be up next here.
Wayzata playing well. They beat Rogers late in the season in the tournament. We'll take on the Royals coming up here.
Then that Rogers turned around and beat Champlin Park in the conference championship match, which probably is what has Champlin Park as the 4 here. Right. Champlin Park wins that, they might have been the 2 or the 3. I got in a really nice discussion with an officiating friend of mine a couple of years ago about how this last week before section play starts, those matches seem to matter so much more because of the argument going into section seating time.
Out of the timeout, Maple Grove has some momentum. They keep it going. An ace serve. Casey Schulte delivers. And it's 9-8 Maple Grove. Their first lead here in the third set.
Schulte been lethal from behind the line here in set 3.
First lead in a while, it seems like, doesn't it? Behind virtually that whole second set. Over by Magnan, Schulte back row. Back set here by Chung, over by Emberger. Kern, tap over, handled by Chung. Daniels goes line and scores. 10-8, Maple Grove.
Hannah Daniels just finding some open spaces there down the line. We'll take another look at this one. It's a nice set all the way out to the antenna. She goes a little off speed and goes up and over the block.
Schulte gets one back on the serve into the net, 10-9.
Massive run there for the Crimson to get them out of a deep hole and in the lead.
Tilke on the serve, Daniels. Serve receive, and Schulte hammers one home.
Take a look at this here. Out of the back row, solo block, and she's going to go around it and again goes into the 5 there.
Serve is out. Point Champlin Park. 11-10. Rebels with the serve after the side out, trailing by 1. Magnan to put it back in play. Daniels off of her and out. You know where the next serve's going. Get back to 21.
Yep.
It's such a cruel game. Nope. Went to the middle instead, and Schulte had to lay out to get to that ball. Brynn-Bellison. Bump it back, down the line. There's a point. Killed for Inman.
And just like that, 3 in a row, and Champlin Park's
front.
back in front.
Yep. Magnan and her team back in the lead. Now goes to Daniels. To the middle. Quam attacks and scores. (12-12).
Take a look at this one again. Big swing and good effort there to get a touch on it, but not able to bring it back into the court of play.
Morris serves. Kern outside. Morris picks that ball up. Hartle. Go to Daniels, gets blocked. Curtin getting up along with Kyra Bellison for the block. 13-12. Champlin Park back up by 1. Brynn-Bellison on the serve. Morris outside to Daniels. That's a point for Crimson. 15-all. Daniels out to Schuler. Rotates in and will serve. Back row off Bellison. Kern has to run it down. Swing from Schulte, too strong.
Thought she had the top of the block there. Went over the block, and we'll see how she responds.
Rebels back up by 1. Ball the middle, good block on Quam, but Hartle got it across and in. Hartle and Schulte, and they get the point, and it's 14-all. Look at that again.
Block.
Off her foot. I missed that.
Not anywhere near where she was supposed to be to cover that ball. Desperation kick. Scores the point.
And then this one long by Champlin Park. And now the momentum, even though it's only a 1-point score, it seems like it's firmly on Maple Grove's side. Turn back. Tapped over by Magnan. Outside to Schulte. Hammers one home. This time with her arm.
To quote, I believe it was NBA Jam, she's heating up, folks. Big swing here into the cross, and she goes around both blockers and in front of both defenders. That's just a great swing.
Quam serves. Kern across to Tilke. And then will drop for a point. Much needed point, it seemed like, for Champlin Park. Down 1 here, 16-15. Goodman serves. Hartle. Up to Morris. Back. Tipped and sent back by Champlin Park.
Really good block there by Magnan.
Yes.
Good vision, knows exactly how to set up and take away the seam.
16-all. Inman serves. Morris back, and the bottom over, and Champlin Park able to keep that alive. Outside, Schulte delivers another point. 17-16 Crimson. Chung back in to serve. Kern and Tilke missed hit on that ball. 18-16 Maple Grove.
This feels like a Rebel timeout, but we're going to play through it.
Got one left. Chung serves long, gives them back. Good point for Champlin Park.
I am such a bad high school coach. Almost every time I'm like, I feel like a nope. It's always a side out. I'm really bad at that part of this.
Howell serves. Run down by Chung. Right side swing. Schulte. Picked up by Champlin Park. Hammered, and a great pickup there on that ball by Schuler. In the middle, over and down. How many times have we talked about, Kyra Bellison? Doesn't get a ton of touches, but seems to deliver.
Yeah. Zero of her plays are on a highlight reel. Zero. But she's probably hitting 700 on the match.
No doubt. Tied at 18. Schulte trying to untie it and does.
Because those swings from Schulte are on all the highlight reels. She can go to a space. She can go to a space. It's hard to defend what she does when she goes as high as she can touch.
19-18. Maple Grove in front. And they keep this match and their season alive. Champlin Park answers. Tipping a point. Another point for Magnan. 19 all. Tilke too strong. And Maple Grove's at 20. Hartle will serve. Team up by 1. Colonel set outside. Ball off hands. Picked up by Schulte, back row. Swing by Emberger for a kill.
Emberger quietly getting side outs. You're not going to key on her. It's not part of the game plan to take her away. But if you don't pay enough attention, she'll score a few for you.
Kern quick set, swing. Out.
Saying that went off the block and then off of Magnan out of bounds.
So the point for Maple Grove, and they're at 22. Hartle, they let it go, and it's long. A decision by Tilke to let that one sail past her. Magner, their team down by 2. They're still up 2-0 in sets. They'd love a sweep here. Chung, the middle. Oh, great block. That's Bellison. Kyra Bellison with the block and kill.
Nice block there. Good seal on the net. Take another look at this, and it's one-on-one. That's a huge play for the Rebels.
Able to block Avery Quam. Set to the middle. Schulte swung wide. We are tied at 22. Timeout, Maple Grove.
Race to 3 off the timeout. All smiles on Champlin Park's side as the Rebels tie this one back up. They were up big early, and then that run from Schulte gave Maple Grove the lead, and it's been chase ever since. Maple Grove hasn't given up the lead since Schulte went on that run. But nobody remembers how you start, John.
Yeah,
they only remember how you finish. We got 3 to go here. Brown talking about what they need to actually get done. Hands it off to the assistant coach here to get a little game plan. We'll figure out what the next 3 points will look like. I believe Schulte's in the back row, which means it's Daniels in the front row. Chung running the offense right now? Yeah.
Quam in the front row, 19.
Quam up there with her. If this pass isn't perfect, look for Schulte out of the back row. If it is, I'd like to see Quam maybe on a gap set here. Something away from the middle of the court. See if Bellison will chase her down.
Tessa Magnan serving. Chung back set. Amberger delivers again. 23-22 Crimson. Bonema and Morris in for the Crimson, with Morris to serve. Maple Grove's not lost since September 6th, Labor Day weekend, their last loss. In trouble here, but trying to keep it alive here in the third set. Extend it to 4. And that one goes down, and Champlin Park, as they have all night, always able to answer. Riley Inman the kill, and tied at 23. Bryn Bellison serves. Morris set over by Quam. Good pickup by Bryn Bellison. Down the line, and ouch. On the swing by Tilke. It is set point for Maple Grove.
And we'll have to wait for it as we get a timeout here from Champlin Park. 24-23. Crimson up with set point, their first set point of the night. This is gut check time. We'll see off the timeout what they're able to do. Know that Inman's probably going to get set here, given the opportunity, and Schulte is taking the lead in the timeout. Knowing your athletes, knowing what they're capable of. No one looks like their season might be almost over in that Maple Grove huddle. Champlin Park on the other side looks like they're all business right now. Locked in and ready to go.
It's been a fun start of our night, and still one more match to go. Rogers and Wayzata on CCX and NSPN. All right, here we go. Set point for Maple Grove. Tess Schuler on the serve. Oh, and then missed ball on the first pass, and Maple Grove wins 25-23. And will that be the spark they need? You can't win 3 until you win 1.
That math checks out, John.
Right.
Absolutely. We had a reverse sweep in this section final last year. Champlin Park won the first 2. Maple Grove trying to bring that back. Set 4 coming up after the break.
Take time out. More volleyball. Section 5 4A from Maple Grove High School after this.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
The young fans that are here tonight, Maple Grove Champlin Park section volleyball. And what a third set there from the Crimson, trailing 10-2, Andy.
Yeah.
On their way out, seemingly, right? In the tournament, they come back and rally and win this one and extend to 4, and now here they go. Schuler will start us out in set 4. And an ace to start it out. 1-0 Maple Grove. That one's tight to the net, and then the easy point, Bonamalo. So I mentioned right at the top here, coming out of the break, 10-2. What flipped for Champlin Park or for Maple Grove in the last half of that set and first 2 points here?
I think it was a little bit of like a bounce here or there that went Maple Grove's way, and then suddenly they started believing they could do it. And then Champlin Park couldn't get out of their own way for a chunk of time as well. And the team that's the number 1 seed, when they find their rhythm, will do exactly what Maple Grove has done here for the last mostly a set.
Yeah, Champlin Park had played such clean volleyball the first 2+ sets. And Quam at the net. The easy chip for a point. 3-1 Crimson.
Take a look at this again. This is one of those, it'll go down as a kill unassisted, but the assist should really go to the serve here. That was such a good serve, causing the overpass. Same thing here.
Schulte delivers again. And 24 got on a run there in that third set too.
Yeah, she did. She's the one that got him the lead, and they never gave it back. They got tied up a few different times, but
Quam serve. Tilke into the net. 5-1.
Now nothing going the way of Champlin Park. They could do no wrong in the first 2 sets, and now can't find it.
Quam took a little too much off that one into the net. Service error. It's 5-2. Riley Inman trying to get things back here for the Rebels. Set outside. Schulte. We had a Rebel end in that. Point Maple Grove.
That ball wasn't going across the net at all,
No.
but
Nope.
a lean.
6-2 Crimson. Strong serve down the line, picked up by Magnan. They go back to Magnan from Kern, off of Chung, and Hartland down.
Magnan, senior, trying to make this not her last match of her high school career.
Al serves. And into the net there. Haven't had too many missed swings by Emberger tonight, but didn't get that one across.
Lefty on the left side, it's a tough ball. She's done some nice things with it previously, but they really like Schulte on the right here as well in this half rotation.
Back to Emberger again into the net, and it's 6-5. Howell back to serve, trying to tie it up here for the Rebels.
Changing the pattern. Schulte's now on the outside, looking to hit the go.
Chung, and it does go to Schulte, who missed wide, and it's 6-6. So now the Rebels with the momentum back, have the serve still with Lucy Howe. Tap from middle, too strong from roll. Champlin Park in front.
I don't think this entire run, Champlin Park has earned a point. I think it's all been Maple Grove errors.
And there's going to be another one there. The missed set. That's 8-6 Champlin Park. It is compounding right around one after another.
It's the
hard to watch.
quicksand theory here.
Howell with a good serve, and that's an ace. 9-6. Rebels on a run. Maple Grove timeout.
Everybody breathe. Everybody relax. 9-6 Champlin Park up. Nothing but smiles from Howe and the Rebels.
She's really played terrific tonight.
She really has. Student section just started a Lucy cheer over there. That was kind of fun. Crimson don't quite have the smiles they had earlier. Starting to realize that something's afoot, as they say.
Yeah, Maple Grove had rallied once. They won that last set. They have to do it again.
My good friend Ami talks about in these best 3 out of 5 matches, sometimes you get a desperation set where somebody plays completely out of their head. That might have been Maple Grove set 3. At first, I thought it was Champlin Park set 2,
yeah.
But
and sometimes it's who makes the fewest errors, right?
Oh, 100%.
And that's
100%.
definitely been the case in this run. Now another good serve coming out of that timeout. Chung back to Schulte, gets blocked. Get it back. Left side swing, Emberger across. Tilke off hands. Point Rebels. Ten to 6, Champlin Park. Wow. Another good serve. Emberger cross. Got it down for a point.
Wow, that's a really nice swing.
Yep. Past Howe and down. (10-7) with Schulte serving. Boom across by Daniels, picked up back row. Kyra Bellison across, Hartle will set up Umberger, and a kill for her.
Really nice swing there on the right from Umberger. Ball was set outside the antenna. All she had was cross, and she just found it.
10-8. Tilke over, missed. Crimson back to within 1 at 10-9. Schulte on the line with her serve. And nice tip over by Tilke for the point.
Serve receive kill there gets the momentum back after some things had gone a little sideways for Champlin Park. Not been the cleanest passing set here for either team.
Hartle up to the front row. Chung back set and then off of Champlin Park. Block was wide. 11-9.
Take another look at this here. It's a good block and out of bounds.
Yep. Off of Magnan. Ball at the net. Magnan couldn't get it across. We're tied at 11.
Take a look here again. It's a high ball outside. Magnan that's into the block. She covers herself, but nobody's able to make another touch on it.
Hartle floats it to the back row. Kern back over by Kyra Bellison. Chung to Hartle. Here's Daniels. Off hands up to the front row. Kern to Magnan. And over and down. Rebels back up by 1. Back set. Tip over by Umberger. Outside. Magnan had to reach back for that, or Inman had to reach back for that one. Got it, and down to the floor for a point.
Rebels up 2 on the unconventional swing there from Inman.
Right.
We'll just go with that.
Magnet and her team up by 2. Middle, Schulte attacks. Got it for a point.
I was going to say that ball was wide.
Got overruled there. Point for Champlin Park.
Take another look here, see if we can find it.
I don't think it skipped. Just a little wide, Andy.
Yep.
14-11. Limburger swings and misses long. 15-11. That's the old Yogi Berra saying for Maple Grove. It's getting late early around here, right? Gonna have a little urgency here. Your season's on the line, down 4. And now down 3. Good swing and attack from Daniels. (15-12). Morris will serve. Front row, Kern. Back set, Kyra Bellison over. Hartle picked that up. Run down by Morris and over by Daniels. Kern, a little tip over, and the point for Inman.
Good vision by the junior outside there for sure.
Morris couldn't get to that. 16-12.
Set comes inside. She doesn't have anything but the right sideline. Does a really good job getting it around the block.
Then Bellison. Daniels. Pushed back by Kern. Left side tip over by Bonema. Quick set to the middle, over, and Crimson player in the net.
Net violation there. I think they're going to get it on Quam.
Timeout, Maple Grove.
Crimson on their last breath here, looking to see how they come out. Champlin Park has not faltered. Even when they gave up that 8 or 9 point run to Schulte's serve, there was no panic on the faces of those players. Meanwhile, over on the Maple Grove side, some red faces, some look of concern as DC Brown giving them the quick look about what needs to happen for a side out here.
27-3 record for Maple Grove on the season.
2 of those losses to Chan. I can't remember who the third one was.
Lost to Delano. That was their last loss in that Southwest Minnesota Challenge. They lost to both Chan Hansen and Delano on September 6th before beating Prior Lake and starting this run of wins. It's extended to 23 in a row coming into tonight.
Including a redemption match against Delano in the final of the St. Michael Albertville tournament.
Delano will play for a section final on Wednesday, taking on Benilde St. Margaret's in 6-3A.
3 teams in the top 6, I think, in Class 3A in that one section. It's Champlin Park Wayzata from a few years ago.
Right. Maple Grove gets a point here out of the timeout, 17-13. They trail the Rebels. Lucy Howe, too strong here. Haven't called her name much here in this set. Missed on that swing, 17-14. Sure to put it back in play on the serve. Set, pushed over, and there's the point. Much needed, even though they're up by 4. It seemed like they needed a point
they
there,
needed that
and they
one.
got
You're
one.
Absolutely right.
Yep.
From Howe.
Yes. 18-14. Kern with the serve off Hartle. Ace for Kern, they're up 5.
Kern looking to close out here. Really dialed in.
Just missed on that serve.
But she pulled the string on it. Didn't drop quick enough though.
19-15. serve from Quam. Her team down by 4. Push over. High Inman and ball in the middle. Roll got a hand on that. Howe attacks and scores. And you make a good comment coming up. I'm going to give you a hard push in the upper chest. I love that on volleyball, right? The teammates. That's great. Here's Schulte delivering. It's a point, 16-20. Crimson Tide trailing by 4. It's set to the middle. Oh, get attacked by Howe. Oh, a little long.
Full send on that one. Hit it real hard, just missed.
20-17. It's set to the middle. Howe got this one over.
Another kill from the junior middle there.
21-17.
Take a look at this serve receive kill. Off the block of Schulte and through.
Ball run down and pushed across. Saiba taking a little off that one. Here's attack from Schulte. Tap by Tilke. Back set by Chung to Amberger off hands. Long rally, Maple Grove gets the point.
Amberger stayed calm throughout the rally, kept working hard in transition, got her opportunity and took full advantage of it.
Daniels back in, Schuler out, Schulte to serve. Down the line and played by Champlin Park. It's an ace for Schulte. Off of Inman and out, timeout, Rebels.
Rebels call the timeout here, still up 2. It's a good time for this one. Let Maple Grove know that they're still behind. Talking through what the routes are out of serve receive here. So you get a look at Schulte rehydrating here. Her serve really stepped up in set 3 and got them to where they needed to be. We'll see if she has a few more in her off this timeout. See if she can tie up the Crimson again.
Good crowd on here at Maple Grove. Of course, a lot of the fans have filtered in now for the second semifinal. Fans of Wayzata and Rogers. Good showing in the Maple Grove High School tonight. Again, the winners will play Thursday at Osseo at 7 p.m. And the match you can watch on CCX through NSBN. Schulte back, trying to keep her season alive here. Trailing by 2 in the 4th set. Ball the middle, floated to the back row, and played by Hartle there. Here's Daniels swinging. Good pick up by Bryn Bellison. Go to the middle again, over. Hartle runs this ball down. Daniels tips this one. Swing and over by Inman. There's Daniels again attacking. Overpass, Hartle handles it. Chung back set, swing down the line, point. Maple Grove,
Emberger might be leading the team in kills, and she plays 3 rotations. Every time she touches the ball, she's finding something good here. Here she finds the edge. I believe, is that Magnan's hand? Yes, it was.
Kyra Bellison over, great layout by Chung. Hartle to Daniels. Oh, and a block. Oh, and then came back. Daniels played it. Good defense on both sides. Champlin Park swings and they get the kill. Tessa Magnan. A huge point for the Rebels. It's 22-20.
The amount of deflation for Maple Grove after that ball hit the floor. We'll see how they respond here. That might have been the dagger.
Tilke back to serve. Carter up to Chung. The Daniels swings. Bryn Bellison gets to it on off a basket support up near the ceiling and down. Are always the tough ones to play when they hit an obstruction up above that's still in play. You don't know where it's coming down, and the point goes to Champlin, to Maple Grove. They're down by 1. McKinley Hartle back to serve. Oh, it serves wide. Service error makes it 23-21 Rebels.
Hartle trying to live on the edge there, and
Magnan serve. Right side and long on the swing. Didn't miss by much. And Alex Emberger missing. It is set and match point for the 4th seed, Champlin Park. Magnan, the senior, trying to get her team to the section final again. Schulte delivers. Bryn Bellison goes to the floor and got that ball. Tipped over by Inman. In the middle, the swing. Not over yet. Quam delivers for Maple Grove. 24-22. Morris serving. Still match point for Champlin Park. Oh, it's going to run that wall down. It is. And over by Inman, off Morris. Hartle, Daniels got to get this one over. It does drop over, but it's out, and that's it. Champlin Park wins. They upset top seed Maple Grove and take it in 4 sets.
wow, this was not the result I was expecting. This Maple Grove team has shined for the last 2 months, but postseason comes and it's a whole new world, and we take a look at Lucy Howe, and she might be the story for the match. Lucy did a great job. The whole Rebel team, fantastic volleyball for all 4 sets there. Maple Grove, nothing to hang their head on. It's a heck of a season. Just ended shorter than they wanted.
Maple Grove finishes the season 27-4, and for the second year in a row, eliminated by Champlin Park. And what a great job by the Rebels. They're 23-8, and they're going to play for the section title on Thursday.
You probably don't have it in your pocket, but I need to know the last time Champlin Park wasn't in the section final, because they went to state last year. Yeah. They lost to Wayzata for 5 years in a row, it feels like, and then they went for 3 or 4 years before that. It's been a long time.
Right.
Let's have that call for
tomorrow.
Thursday.
Right,
I'll be very interested to know the last time Champlin Park did not make a section final. Great volleyball so far. We get another one. Well, I get another one.
You get another one.
Yeah.
I'm going out to dinner with my wife.
Well, okay. Say hi to your wife for me.
I will. What a terrific match for Champlin Park tonight. They're 23-8, as Andy said, back to another section final again. And a tough loss for Maple Grove. I mean, this is a tough way to go out. A great season, 27-4, but certainly feels empty for them, I'm sure.
Yeah. We talked about it multiple times tonight. There's 4 teams that are happy at the end of the year.
Yeah.
This was not the exit strategy for Maple Grove. They thought they had at least 2 more matches they were going to get to play here to get to a state tournament. But Champlin Park had other thoughts, and they played great volleyball and deserved to win.
All right, again, Wayzata Rogers still to come here on this Tuesday night. We'll have the section final Thursday for you on CCX and NSPN. For Andy Gugelsberg and all of our crew, that'll do it for our first semifinal. Champlin Park wins it. They eliminate top seed Maple Grove in 4 sets. Good night from Maple Grove High School.